Hey everyone. Hi Kayla. Thanks so much for being in the live chat. I was just wondering, I was like, I wonder if Kayla's going to be here just in case we get some nasty trolls. Good to see you, MJ, Andreas. Good to see you. Okay, so all signs for the last half of January. Um, Look, I just first want to say to any of you out there who are in, Southern California battling the fires, my heart goes out to you, your families, your loved ones, your friends, anyone who's been affected by this. I hope you're all doing okay. And also, I know that anyone out in North Carolina who still has not yet received the assistance that they so much need. I really hope that that's going to be changing and that you're getting the assistance that you need. I think, we are with Pluto in Aquarius now for good for the next 20 years. This is going to be a theme that we're going to be seeing where we are likely going to see many more catastrophic type of events that affect large amounts of people, where we're going to have to all come together in new and different ways. And also, there's probably things that are going to change the way we approach things, what we may put first, not put first, our attitudes, all those different things I think are going to be coming up. So that is something just to kind of be mindful of, that, how we handle crisis as a collective is definitely going to be going through major transformation over the next 20 years. Now, when it comes to the next couple of weeks, we do have Pluto conjunct the Sun on the 21st of January. So this will be the very first time the Sun has crossed Pluto, met up with Pluto in the sign of Aquarius since any of us have been alive. So this is a big deal. This is really the big kickoff for the cycles. And it's very, with Trump being inaugurated the day before, with the Sun closing in, approaching Pluto in Aquarius. This is definitely speaking to the fact that whether you like him, don't like him, are indifferent, he's going to bring a crap ton of change. And he's going to be looking at the truth. He's going to be looking at major truth and major change. So that's going to be a theme that we can definitely depend on throughout his presidency. Well, when it comes to your own personal life with Pluto conjunct the Sun, this is the first time we're experiencing this, which means expect next week to have a lot of questions coming up around who am I? Why am I here? When it comes to your future visions, okay, like comes to your future, what you want for your future, maybe things that you want to maybe reinvent about yourself. And when I say reinvent, I just mean like in a sense of self-betterment, right? This is where you're also expect to be pushed to stand amongst your peers in your own authenticity. So how have you been shrinking your own authenticity in order to maybe just fit in or not receive any undesired attention that may be judgmental or critical, or just putting you in the spotlight, like, where you're maybe not ready for that. This is going to be the time in the next 20 years where all of us are going to be facing challenges where we have to put ourselves out there in new ways that are maybe asking us to find our courage, to be willing to be the individual that we are. And if it means sometimes you have to stand alone, it means you have to sometimes stand alone for a little bit. But it's because you're standing in the truth of who you are. And this is something that we're going to see a lot more focus on: authenticity, being true to yourself, but also in a way that is serving the whole, the collective, because Aquarius is very humanitarian. It is always looking at what's best for everyone. But what's best for everyone cannot come at the cost of your own individuality as well. It's got to have both. So the 21st, give or take a couple of days, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, maybe even, you're going to be feeling that energy. So pay attention. We also have our new moon in Aquarius on the 29th, which I love this new moon. I think it's a pretty good new moon. I think we may have some breakthroughs or announcements when it comes to space, technology, some kind of advancement. I'd be really curious to see what happens in the news around around the end of January, early February. But there's some pretty really interesting alignments here. I think this new moon in Aquarius for you guys is challenging you to really think outside the box, allow your ideas to get bigger, transformed, expand, connect with what's really important to you in your future. And doing so in a way that, you're going to have to shake things up a little. The Aquarius new moon loves to shake things up. So we're definitely going to be seeing that. And finally, we have another outer planet going direct on the 30th, Uranus. So yay for that. And Jupiter won't be too far behind that a few days later. So with all that being said, is there anything else? Let me just say hi. That girl, hello, Serge, CB's daughter. Hello, good to see you. And then before we jump into all signs, if you guys are interested, I have my future self formula that allows you to really speed up how you jump into timelines. It gives you the tools and the formula to get very, very clear on what timeline you want and how to jump it really rapidly. It's fun. It's only an hour long, and there's really cool PDFs to guide you through a lot of it. So that's in the description below. And of course, my 3-day 180 retreat is, now that we're in 2025, it is approaching us. We are we 4 months away? Yeah, we're 4 months away today. Wow, very cool. So if you want to come to the retreat, link is in the description below. All right, without further ado, air signs, you guys are first. So air signs, let's jump into it. Actually, we're going to do this first. So for my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we're going to take a look and see what is the main theme of your reading and what is the potential challenge for my air signs. Okay. Oh, okay. Air signs, I think you need to take care of yourself over the last half of January. And I think this is a pretty big theme for all of us, as I mentioned on my podcast this week. But for you, air signs, the main theme of your reading is me talks. Okay. So this is about you repairing the body, the mind, and the spirit. You're needing downtime. You're needing to take care of yourself, carving out time, carving out space for you. Your challenge is, however, the cosmic womb, which is the divine feminine energy, which is, of course, what you need in order to me talks. So this is likely for the next 2 weeks. I don't know if something's going to be coming up for you, air signs, where you're going to feel stressed. You're going to feel like you can't stop going. This is where you need to somehow find time to slow it down, take some time out for yourself, really connect with the more intangible energies. So, going within, baths, sleep, meditation, music, maybe, reading, anything that and even just nourishing your body is also like the food. Maybe it means taking more time out to cook your meals, if you haven't had time, or I don't know, sometimes it can be little simple tweaks, guys. Sometimes I'll light candles when I'm eating my dinner, and I'll put on a really nice background music or something, even if it's just me by myself, just to kind of, I don't know, make it a little more luxurious, make it a little more attention to detail of this matters to me. Let me just zhuzh my environment up a little bit, right? So just something to think about, air signs. Let's kind of get some more details here for you. Let's go into the tarot and find out what we need to know about the past. Okay, so we have the Knight of Stars in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands upright, okay? Coming into the present energies. Coming into the present energies for my air signs. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands coming in, and in the heart of your spread, look at that, the feminine energy of the deck, the Empress, coming in right in the heart of your spread. We also have the Six of Wands in reverse. All right, now coming into your future energies. We have the Eight of Wands. Woo, we have the Death card in reverse. And we have the Nine of Stars in reverse. Yeah, definitely got to be taking care of you, air signs. Overall energy, Nine of Wands, Five of Stars in reverse. Okay, look, I feel like in some ways it's like I'm getting that for some of you, you feel like you might be trying to dig yourself out of a hole, or if it's not like that exactly, it's more of just getting yourself out of a rut. Maybe that's more in alignment with it. But I don't know. I don't know what caused the rut here, but with the Nine of Wands as your overall energy and Five of Stars in reverse underneath it, I think you're trying, you're working really hard. There's like, you've been putting in a lot of effort to kind of make something shift and change, but I don't know if you're feeling like you're getting a lot of traction in that. I don't know if you're quite hitting the mark, so to speak. In the past, you've got the Knight of Stars in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and then the Three of Wands. So again, with this Knight of Stars in reverse, definitely seeing very stuck energy. Something's not moving. Something's, I don't know, just stationary. Like for some of you, it may even felt like you were going backwards. But with the Four of Cups in reverse and then the Three of Wands, I feel like you're like, you know what? I got to get myself out of this like funk or this stink or whatever this is, this rut. And I don't know, you kind of shifted your energy. You shifted your energy a little here. And I don't know, maybe an opportunity even came your way and you decided to take it. But I saw that you're a little more focused on like what you really want, right? Focusing on, you're looking to your future. You're looking at what it is you really want to, what's next for you, and putting more energy towards that. I do feel like things kind of cleared up a little here for you. But this current energy, we have the Seven of Wands, the Empress, and then the Six of Wands in reverse. So there is some kind of resistance coming up for you in the last half of January. Your energy with this Empress card here and then the Six of Wands, I'm just getting this sense like, I don't know if you're feeling really undervalued or underappreciated, maybe not being recognized. And it just feels like you're fighting for that, like maybe fighting to prove yourself, fighting to like, or pushing to like, I don't know, get some sort of validation. Something's coming up here. And I would say that if you are in the place of like resistance or fighting or digging your heels in, or I don't know, just some kind of like pushing energy. I don't think you're going to find as much success here. So, what I would say definitely is, especially with the Empress coming up, like you've really got to lean into your feminine energy. She's kind of the key here because she's in the heart of your spread. I like that she's upright here for you. So I get the sense you already know this, air signs. Like you're very well aware of this. But even when you're putting your best foot forward, it feels like you're still not getting what you deserve, or at least that's what it feels like. Whether, again, that's acknowledgement, recognition, or maybe even some particular result, I don't know. The key here that I'm getting is definitely you've got to take downtime. You've got to slow things down. Like I said, guys, with Mars retrograde until like almost the end of February in Cancer, this is not the time to push. This is not the time to try to make things go faster than what you maybe see them going. This is totally the time for all of us to chill out, to let go, to just let it be. If it's not working, step away. Just find a way to like just shift gears that are absolutely slower. Again, it doesn't mean that you have to like give up or that it's all gone, like that you can't move forward with it. It just means maybe like for now, it's not the right time, or, you know, there's other things that need priority. And in your case, air signs, it feels like it's your health, your mental health, maybe even like spiritual connection. In your future energies, you have the 8 of Wands, the Death in reverse, and then the 9 of Stars in reverse. So look, I think you're going to get some momentum. I think you're going to pick up speed here with the 8 of Wands. You may even receive some sort of news, or you might even be traveling in some way for some of you. But with the Death card in reverse and the 9 of Stars here in reverse, I'm feeling like there's still something you haven't fully let go of. You're struggling to really let go. This is the energy, like the Death card in reverse. Again, I'm just getting like it's time to embrace that winter energy. It's time to embrace the darkness, more feminine energy. Again, if you're looking for a meditation, the one I have on my website, the winter's long night, or whatever it's called, that can be really good for you. Really, really good. The 9 of Stars in reverse. Sometimes the 9 of Stars in reverse is a little, it's a little codependent, but I'm just getting more, I'm not really picking up a codependent energy from this particular card this time. I'm picking up more of an energy of, defeatism, or like just feeling down about your own personal success, like feeling like you're hitting blocks, or like it's just not moving. And again, I want to say that I think where you're going to get your traction here, air signs, is maybe in the bathtub, or maybe like on the meditation cushion. Like I don't know what else to tell you here, but that's really what I'm kind of seeing. So let's kind of clarify and see like what's really kind of going on here. Okay, 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, definitely there's blocked energy here. Blocked energy. I wonder if you're trying to learn something new, and trying to bring something together here, that is really testing your own confidence. Like you're just not feeling like you're magnetizing it towards you, air signs, for whatever reason. Or at least if you are, it's kind of coming in like blips, like it's not consistent. For others of you, this may involve someone else in your life. There may have been, for some of you, there may have been, how do I say this? I'm wondering if some of you are coming out of a relationship or needing to take space away from someone that I don't know if they maybe may have hurt you with some words, or maybe there were some information that came to light that wasn't what you thought it was supposed to be. I'm getting a little bit of someone may have been a little selfish, and you're needing to kind of like focus on you now. Like there's this energy here around this. And so I wonder if you air signs may also have to do with some of you who maybe put more energy or time into someone else, like someone close in your life who you just weren't getting that reciprocation back, or you found out like, oh man, like I'm not even getting half of what I put forward with this person. Or if it was they're saying something, I don't know. I'm getting a selfish energy, actually. I'm getting a selfish energy. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what this Knight of Stars, like they're not thinking about you as much as you're thinking about them. And so I feel like you're like, you know what? I need to take time and space out for me. Stop putting all my energy into other people and put it into me. And focus on what it is that you want to move forward with. Maybe, just kind of like get grounded, reestablished, just kind of like a little bit of a reset for you, air signs. What's this Knight of Stars? What's this Knight of Stars in reverse? Oof. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. I wonder if someone did you a little dirty, air signs. I'm not going to lie. I feel like someone's done you a little dirty. Like something came to a halt here. And it feels like you found out something that really was a little upsetting to you. It took you by surprise. It's not what you expected. It may have even stung a little. Like it could have, for some of you, felt a little bit like a betrayal. For others of you, this is sabotaging energy. Whether it's self-sabotage or someone else just is sabotaging something because, you know, they got shit to work on. Let me see here. What else do we need to know about this Knight of Stars in reverse? The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, someone was holding something back and I feel like it got revealed. And this caused things to come to a halt. Okay, what's this Four of Cups in reverse? What's the Four of Cups in reverse? Oh, the Empress in reverse. Okay, so realizing that you maybe have been focused on not enough on yourself, or maybe focused on the wrong person. Something was maybe depleting your energy, depleting your own personal resources of time, energy, emotions, who knows. What else do we need to know about this Four of Cups in reverse? And that was kind of like, okay, I got to turn this around. Queen of Swords. Yeah, like there must have been some kind of conversation or realization, kind of a bit of a come to Jesus moment. The Queen of Swords is sometimes like, all right, we kind of need to take the rose tinted glasses off and start getting really honest and real about what we need to do here now. So it's like if you were playing the nice guy, like now you're not, you know, like it was kind of like there's a need for some cold, hard truth. A reality check, definitely Queen of Swords comes in. So there may have been a reality check here around maybe how you've been depleting yourself, not filling your own cup, not paying attention to what your needs are, what really where your energy should truly be focused. So what's this Three of Wands? Yeah. Okay, so we have the Lovers card and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Look at all the females coming up here. The Empress, the Queen of Pentacles and Swords. We got the Empress in the middle, the Queen of Wands over here. So look, this is really about for who, again, this doesn't matter to if you're a man or a woman, female, male. It's just, this is about someone who has put other people before themselves, and now it's time and at your own expense. Like maybe it was your health, maybe it was your work, maybe it was a lot of different things. And so what I'm seeing now is like you're like, okay, the Lovers card here can first of all talk about like it's time to make a decision where I need to look at what it is that I want that's going to make me feel good about myself, that's going to bring in my own personal success, that maybe is going to bring in more stability for me, keep my manage my resources better, whatever those resources are, whether they're more actual earthly resources or something that's intangible like your time or your emotions. So whatever it is, that could definitely be it. For others of you, it's like you're like, you know what, I know what I want. For some of you, this might be about a relationship where you're like, no, I know what I want in a relationship and I'm not going to settle. And so kind of looking like, what do I need to change about how I take care of myself? Because obviously if you're nurturing yourself, you're going to attract people who nurture you as well, right? So I'm getting the sense for you, air signs, this is about you got caught up and maybe were investing more than you should have in someone who I don't think was as appreciative of you in the way that you want to be appreciated. So what's the Seven of Wands coming up? What's the Seven of Wands? Okay, we have the Hermit. So again, like, I don't know if you're resisting going within, but you really do need to go within. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Anything else? And the Nine of Cups. Again, I think for some of you, you might just be trying to blow past this. You know what? Let me just like move forward and get like catch up where I might be behind. But I don't feel like that's necessarily the best way to go about it. It's not saying that you can't do some of that, but it feels like if it comes at the expense of ignoring taking care of your own more inner needs right now, it won't manifest as quickly as you would like it to. So focusing on like really going in within and really getting clear about what you want. For some of you, this might be a friend who really like kind of screwed you over with the Three of Cups in reverse, or maybe there was a third party involved in some way. But you've got to really kind of go within and really look at this. And I feel like you might initially want to resist this, air signs, but I would say if you can drop that guard and just go within sooner than later, I think you're gonna navigate the last half of January with a little more ease. What's the Empress? All right, we have the Five of Cups with the Two of Pentacles coming in. So again, it's like this idea of, the Five of Cups. Actually, I want to pull one more card. Hold on. One more, please, on the Empress. All right, we have the Four of Cups. So it's like what is it that you want? What is it that you want? It's really important for you to get clear on what it is that you really want. Because sometimes when something's coming towards you, you're not exactly even aware that it's there, that you maybe are catching some of the signs to follow through. There seems to be, where your energy is getting kind of dulled is this like, and this would be the energy of your divine feminine, the energy of your ability to receive, to connect. It's just, you're kind of too focused on what you don't have or like what's not working. And that's, it's interesting with this Two of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting that it's pulling you, it's creating like this push-pull energy between what the universe is maybe trying to bring you or what like you're even trying to create versus you even being able to recognize it. So it's like muddying up the waters for you. So it's really important for you to, I think that's why you need to go within and like really disconnect from the outside so you can connect inside. So you can get really clear on what you're going to be aligning your energy with now. What's the Six of Wands in reverse? Yeah, Nine of Swords. Because I think like there's the Nine of Pentacles again in reverse. Again, there's this part of you that's just like, when am I going to be seen? When am I going to be like acknowledged for like, especially, oh my gosh, I can say like one of the hardest things for me doing all the work was the whole like dating and relationship stuff. And I'm not saying this is relationship dating for you. I'm just giving it as an example. Each of us has an area in our life that kind of, the healing journey hits last, right? Like it's the one where it just seems to be the slowest in catching up with every other area of your life. And whatever that area of your life is, there's some kind of stress or fear that you have around not being successful in that area, not being recognized, not being acknowledged, not being seen. And so like that's kind of coming up here for you. And there's a shift in your own perception of you, where you're putting your energy as well. It's not just simply perception, but it's like once you know the perception, you get a better idea of like, oh man, I've got to really stop putting my energy over here and start putting it over here. Like it's learning what to say no to and yes to, and what's draining you, both in the no and the yes department. What's this Eight of Wands? Okay, we have the World in reverse. We have the Magician. All right, so there is something that you're really like, I think you're pretty close to achieving something like there's something that you've been wanting to do, a place you've been wanting to go to, travel to, or just like hit some like milestone. And I see that, so you're going to get some traction on that in the near future. I think the faster you go within and take time out for yourself, the sooner this is going to come up for you. But I do see that you're going to either get some information or some traction, some movement, some signs from the universe that yes, this is absolutely possible for you, seeing it kind of coming together. However, you also are still dealing with this Death in reverse and Nine of Stars in reverse. So what's this Death in reverse? Okay, we have the Judgment card in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know, this could be like, for some of you, you just can't let go of old patterns of maybe just pushing, working harder than you want to or need to be quite honest. With the Judgment card in reverse, it's like, I gotta say it, some of you aren't really fully learning the lesson yet, and that's okay. Like, can't tell you how many times I've had to go through a lesson in order to learn it. Like, I could be at the last 5%, and somehow I have to repeat it more times than I did to even get to that last 5%. There's this sense of you unable to like let go of like There's something that you're still seeing as part of the pathway forward and it's not. You think it's the way it's going to work. And so there's a need to really let go of that. There's something here you're going to have to let go of. And I think it's going to come up for you in the near future. You're going to spot it because with the 9 of Stars here in reverse, again, I just feel like you're not feeling like you're as, okay, there we go, the Tower on your 9 of Stars. Tell me more about this. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's your own freaking value. Some of you, this might have something to do with money. Maybe breaking free of like long-term commitments or things that you thought that you wanted because maybe it was a lot of money, or maybe, you know, like the financial reward was good, but you know, how it makes you feel fulfilled is really lacking. Like, I don't know, but it also could just be like, you know, really seeing like wherever you've invested time, energy, money, you're going to have some kind of big shakeup coming up in the near future after this month. That's going to, I feel though that it's good for you. Like it really shakes up how you perceive your own success, how you perceive your own self-worth, how you perceive what it means to like be independent and doing things on your own. But again, like it's so that you don't, I feel like for some of you, you've been dealing with someone who kind of like let you down in some capacity. And understanding where maybe you've let your own self down and how that's manifested as a mirror in your life. So taking care of yourself is important here so that the longer term you invest in taking care of you, the more you strengthen the timeline where you don't encounter people of that I think you've recently encountered, where maybe they take you for granted or they maybe use or abuse you in some way, you know. And again, if that's happening, you're allowing that to happen on some level. So this is kind of a bit of a shake up, wake up call to kind of snap you out of it and really kind of get clear on what needs to shift for you in order to shift all of that. And I think a lot of it's going to come from some inner work here for you. So air signs, that's my reading for you, but it does look like you're going to finally get a good shake up in here. But I would say just definitely don't put yourself on the back burner. This is the time to really put yourself front and center, take time out for you, really evaluate maybe your own personal values. Where have you been really investing in what you personally value, or has it been what other people value? I don't know. So that's my reading for air signs. We're going to go on to fire. Fire signs, you guys are next. Hi, Dynamite. Good to see you. Hello, hi, Earth. Hello. And Renee. Hello. Good to see you guys. All right, so Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys are next. Let's take a look. Let's shake her down. There's the Hermit coming out. All right, what is in store for my fire signs for the last half of January? All right. There's the Tower again. Ugh. I think we're in for a lot of Tower moments this year. Yeah, Pluto and Aquarius, that would definitely be a lot of Tower moments. All right, what's in store for my fire signs for the last half of January? All right. And what is the potential what is the main theme of fire signs reading, and what is the potential challenge? All right. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the theme, main theme, and what is, too many, and what is the potential challenge? What is the main theme? And what is, okay. Oh, I have never, ever pulled this card out of this deck before. I didn't even know it was in there. All right. Cool. So, oh, interesting. Okay. Fire signs. The main theme of your reading is a drifter, experiencing life as it comes. So I'm getting an interesting read for you guys because the challenge for your reading is closing door, completion. I'm getting the sense, fire signs, that there is something you have left incomplete or ajar, maybe not fully consciously in your life, where you're just like, well, let's just let it be. I'm not going to deal with it right now, and I'm just going to keep moving forward. But it's not done. Like, it hasn't been like there's some, it's kind of like, just let me just take life as it goes. Let me just keep moving through. But no definitive finality has been given to a situation. And I believe that that's what it needs in order for you to kind of get, I don't know if more direction or a little more movement. I don't know. I'm going to see, because I'm not really sure why this is all coming up, but I'm getting the sense, fire signs, that there is something you need to put a finality on. Like, choose to end it, like choose that it's done. Like, it is done. Like, there's no, like, that door cannot be opened again. Okay. Like, it's not left a little ajar so that something might be able to sneak through. Like, there's something in your life that you have to close. And it's kind of like, because you've been taking maybe this kind of lackadaisical kind of, sitting on the fence kind of approach, thinking, well, if I just don't think about it or deal with it, eventually it'll just go away. Like, there's something about really kind of, I don't know, putting the last nail in the coffin, so to speak, so that that thing doesn't come back from the dead. I don't know. Let's see what's kind of coming up here for you in the tarot. I love it when a card comes up that I've never got before. It's a number 5. But there is something that needs to be completed. For some of you, this may also just be something that, you know, you've been just kind of ho-hum about, and you're like, well, eventually it's just going to get done. And it's like, no, that's not the approach to be taking here. Like, you need some kind of structure. I'm not saying you have to rush it, but you do need some kind of structure. So let's see. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We also have the 3 of stars coming up in your past. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, coming into into the current energies, we have the 9 of stars coming up in reverse. We have the Sun card in the heart of your spread, so that's nice. Then we have the 7 of Wands. Ace of Stars coming up in your near future. Four of Wands in reverse. King of Stars upright. Okay, overall energy the World in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse. All right. Again, this is like saying something is not yet completed, right? Something is not finished. You haven't done the thing or achieved the thing, or whatever thing needs to be done is not done yet. And as a result, it's kind of getting in the way of your ultimate happiness. Okay. This may have something to do with your family, whatever, that's in your life that is really important to you, that brings a lot of joy, or that could bring you a lot of joy. This is like, there's kind of some kind of block on that. Like it's kind of impeded. It's hindered in some way. So in the past, I see the Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Stars, and the Queen of Cups. So with the Hierophant in reverse, I see that, you're taking a little more of an unconventional approach here. Maybe for some of you, it's not so much an unconventional approach, but maybe lacking the commitment that you need. I see there's like you're working on something here, possibly with other people. Doesn't have to be, but it could be for some of you. Building some kind of foundation, starting to really work things through, right? But with the Queen of Cups here, it's interesting. I'm getting a very like an energy that's really dependent on more of like just feeling your way through something. And I'm not really sure that's what's best here. And I say that because there hasn't been an internal decision to choose the finality of something. And so feeling your way through, it's just naturally you've always got this tether to something else that keeps pulling you either back into the past or it's interesting that when I see this Queen of Cups, that's really the strongest energy I'm getting over that, which is I've never gotten that for the Queen of Cups before. So I don't know if that's really resonating with you, fire signs, but in the current energies, we have the Nine of Stars in reverse, the Sun, and then the Seven of Wands. So look, Nine of Stars in reverse. Again, I'm just wondering, the Nine of Stars in reverse, like I said, it can be a codependent energy, but in this case, I'm really feeling like you're tethered to something. It could be someone, but I'm getting that you're really kind of still tethered to something, and you've got to like cut it off. Like you've got to say, no, I'm done with this. When you do that, things really open up for you. They really open up. I'm seeing that like something very optimistic or some major clarity comes through, but there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of expression of joy here. When you do finally like say, you know what I need to do. And you do it. The problem is the Seven of Wands is that as you like are experiencing this happen, I feel like you're still going to be met with some resistance over that decision. So when you close the door, you're still going to have some kind of resistance where you may have someone who comes up and says, I don't know if that was the best idea. Maybe it was, if it really does involve someone else, maybe they're like still like they're not happy about that. And they come like, they're re-entering the picture in some way. But with the Ace of Stars in your future, I see new beginnings in possibly relationships, money, new beginnings in just you getting more stability. And that's what like closing doors does, is it actually brings in more stability into our current reality, because there's no more flip-flopping, there's no more pulling, like you're really firmly planted in something, right? So it allows for more stability, and for some of you there may be some new money opportunity coming in here. The Four of Wands in reverse, and then the King of Stars. And here's the thing. I actually am seeing that again. I feel like something from the past that you felt connected to, tethered to, contracted to, obligated to is going to reemerge again. But I see that you in the process with this King of Stars here, I really feel like this is you, fire signs, in a way. That it's either this is you, or there's someone around you, or this is just the energy that you've really are like your environment of, no, I'm good. I'm stable. I know exactly what I need to do. I know what I need to be dedicated to. I know what I need to be committed to. I know what, where my energy has to go. And there's like, again, like the King of Stars is a very loyal energy. And so it's almost like by saying no to this other thing or person, it's like you've really committed to what you want, like this new beginning, and you're bringing in a very mature energy that is very dependable and reliable into the situation. Some of you may have someone who walks in around you who helps you navigate this in some way. So either way, though, I like it. So let's see what this world is in reverse. What's this world in reverse? Okay, so we have the Strength card in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. I do feel like for some of you fire signs, you're really trying to break free of someone in your life. Someone who maybe, felt like a soulmate, or someone who you knew from childhood, or someone who you just used to have a lot of good times with, but it's not the case anymore. And I don't know, there's just been some like, it feels like this Nine of Swords doesn't feel like super heavy or anything like that. It just feels like it's this consistent, almost like mosquito-like energy of constantly like buzzing around you, of that creates kind of like a low-grade stress. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't feel like it's really, for a lot of you, it doesn't feel like it's super heavy on you, but at the same time, you're not realizing that it still has enough of a pull that it's affecting you. I hope that makes sense. So there's like something about like you needing to have the courage, right? The courage to really kind of make this decision, make this choice, draw the line in the sand, cut off the energetic cord, whatever it is. What's this Hierophant? Okay, we have the Hangman in reverse. The Star in reverse. I don't know, you shifted your perspective here on maybe what it is that you wanted or thought you wanted. Maybe like what you thought you wanted isn't what you want anymore. But again, it just feels like whatever energy though that came with that didn't feel as committed, as secure as it could. What's this Three of Stars? Okay, we have the Four of Stars. There's the World in reverse again. So, again, it's like you're working on something here, possibly with other people, trying to lay foundations, wanting, but then at the same time, you're holding yourself back. There's an element of you that's not fully engaged. And the result is because there's this thing that hasn't come to an end yet. So like I see you making steps forward, and at the same time, I don't think you're realizing there's something, it feels like it's energetically tethered to you. So for some of you, it might be physically. What's this Queen of Cups? We have the High Priestess in reverse. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So again, it's like, I see like you're like, let me just kind of go with the flow. Let me move in with this again. It's this very much drifter energy, right? And it just feels like you may be ignoring your intuition on how maybe invested you were to the thing that you had put more time or energy or money into. That's what it feels like. What's this 9 of Stars? 9 of Stars in reverse. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse with, again, the 9 of Pentacles. All right. So look, again, it's this idea of, you know, the Page of Swords in reverse is just sometimes not honest, you know, like maybe lying to yourself around like how maybe independent you think you are. And again, like there's something you're attached to that you can't fully like cut off. I don't know what it is. For some of you, it is someone, but not for all of you. Can I get one more card on this 9 of Stars in reverse? Three of Cups in reverse. Like, I don't know. It's just this realization that, you know, maybe things just aren't good between you and another person. Like you're trying to like make excuses or you're trying to like rationalize something. And I just don't feel like that's the way to go, because I feel like they're just all a bunch of little lies that are holding you back from like making an honest choice or decision here. Again, I feel like you are going to make the choice though. Like something kind of really comes up here with the Sun. Tell me more about the Sun. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah. It's like you can't cut corners and you can't build something new if you're not willing to like put all your energy into, or if you're not able to put all your energy into it because there's something else pulling some of your energy away. It's like a slow drip, right? It's like it's sometimes like hard because it's so difficult to notice it sometimes. It's like the subscription you don't know that you keep paying that's just slowly taking money out of your account and you've totally forgotten that it's even there. And you know, but it's kind of like that energy. Like you're no longer subscribed to it, but you're still paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you are still subscribed to it. You're going to get some clarity around here though. And something's going to come up here to like show you what you need to see about this. For some of you, this might just even be about, I don't know if you are just kind of not trusting your own confidence in how to, I don't know if you're feeling confident in doing it and like closing the door fully. Like there's a part of you that might not be like ready, but you're ready. It's just more of this idea of like really letting go. What's the 7 of Wands? Well, we have the 7 of Swords. And the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so whoever, if you're this is for those of you that are really dealing with someone in this case. I do get the sense you're going to get some clarity around, and you're going to grow a pair, okay? You're going to grow a pair, and you're going to do something about it. You're at least going to say something about it. And I just think like somehow the energy of the other person is definitely not happy about this. Taking it definitely not as good news, but also like in some ways kind of like a betrayal. Like I'm getting an interesting energy here of like you standing up for yourself is somehow betraying someone else. But meanwhile, it's like, no, like I don't deserve this anymore. Like I deserve to move forward and not have this pulling on me anymore. Like, I do feel like you're going to take a stand for yourself because you get this clarity, but then someone else is like going to look at you like, well, that's shitty, but it's not shitty. It's not shitty. Like you need to do this in order to move forward in some aspect of something in your life here. And so I see you with the Ace of Stars down here. So I see this like new beginning. Yeah. So we have the 10 of Cups. So we have the Hermit and the Empress in reverse. Look, you've got something coming in here, some sort of new offer, new opportunity when it comes to, again, giving you more stability, giving you more, maybe it's something to do with your finances. But whatever this is, it's feeding into your long-term happiness. Okay? Yeah, because this is what's been blocked over here with it in reverse. And so you finally complete it. And now like you get movement, you get like some new movement here. And really, truly with the Empress in reverse and the Hermit, this is like telling me like a lot of this shift is like you really paying attention to your own value, your own needs inside of you. Like what you're really deserving of, what it is that you want. Like you're shining a light on it. Like you're not dismissing it anymore. So this brings in some kind of opportunity. What's the 4 of Wands in reverse? Yeah, okay. The Sun in reverse with the 3 of Swords. Sorry, the 3 of Wands in reverse. So again, I feel like this 4 of Wands is like the past. Whatever this past contract was, past person. And they just don't like what you've done, like, or decided or chose, or maybe something you said to them. I don't know, but they're kind of rearing their head up here again to express that. And yeah, oh shit. A second here. I feel though like it's not going to phase you too much. It's going to come around, but I don't feel like it's going to phase you because you've got the King of Stars here. Yeah. The Emperor. I literally just saw this on the bottom of the deck and I was like, yeah, I feel like you're solid. Like you are holding your boundaries. You're like being true to yourself. The Magician, and you're like ready to make stuff happen for yourself. And it's like all about closing this door. There's something you have to put a finality to. And when you do, not only does a new opportunity come in, but you get solid manifestation energy that's very, it's very like in control. It's very stable. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it really puts you behind the steering wheel of your own pathway. Like you've got full control here. So I want to say too that whatever this is, this new opportunity, it feels like you're definitely going up a level. Like you're moving upwards and attaining something. So I don't know, like it does something for you here. So I really like this. Hopefully you can put it to an end. fire signs, whatever this is. But you gotta put that last nail in the coffin. Like something in your life is slow dripping you, and depleting you, and you may not even realize how much of an impact it's having on you. But it's putting a delay or a little bit of a mini block on like your long-term happiness, like what your dreams, what it is you want for yourself ultimately, right? When it all comes down to it. So that's what I got for you, fire signs. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth signs. You guys are next. Earth signs. Hi, Woke. Good to see you. Johanna, good to see you. Stacy. Oh. Mind matters. All right. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for you. Let's find out what's in store for my earth signs. What is in store for my earth? One more cut. All right. I was going to say, we haven't seen the devil yet. There's Mr. Capricorn himself. All right. What's in store for my earth signs for the last half of January? What is in store? Okay. And let's find out what is the main theme of Earth Signs reading and what is the potential challenge. What is the main theme? And what is the potential challenge? Okay, earth signs. This might be about some kind of manifestation that you've been working on. We have the benefactor, okay? Grace and generosity as your overall energy. And your challenge is netcaster. Okay, so this is preparations come to fruition. This is telling me that there's something you've been working on, wanting to kind of bring forward into the fold, that you would definitely benefit from. Okay. What I would say, because the netcaster is in the challenge, is that you're going to have to be ready to receive, like, to know that it's something's coming. Like you can't just, how do I say this? Delay. Like you can't lose the opportunity is what I'm saying. You've got something coming your way. You don't want to lose the opportunity. So again, it can also talk about a surprise, a result beyond your expectation, but it's in your challenge position. So the netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net. So if you're still waiting, and you're not, like, it's like being out on a boat at the best time of the day for fish to actually fish, and then waiting hours until it's like, I don't know, noon, and it's hot and no fish are like under your boat. Okay. Like, and then that's when you decide you're going to cast your net. Like, there's something about timing here where you have, like, it's there, it's ready, it's here. So you've got to be on the lookout for it. So take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one. Note, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. So if you ask, do I really deserve this? You may sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. So it's about really knowing when to pounce and when to like hold back. So I feel like you've got to be on the lookout, or signs. Something good is like coming up. Something you've been trying to work on is finally going to come up to the surface for you to have. Just, will you be looking in the right spot? Will you be there? Like, will you be noticing, or will you be distracted? I don't know. Let's see what's kind of coming up here. What do we need to know about the past? Okay, we have the Temperance card in reverse. We also have the 9 of Stars upright for the first time. Yay. Okay. Oh, and then we have the Queen of Cups again, but this time in reverse. Okay, coming into the present moment, current energies. We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Hermit in reverse in the heart of your spread, Virgo energy. We also have the 3 of Crystals in reverse. Coming into the near future. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. The 7 of Wands in reverse. And the 4 of Stars in reverse. Overall energy, 10 of Crystals, 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, you have been like, this is a long time coming, Earth signs. There's something, it feels like you have struggled for this. I don't know if something's been like weighing on your mind, weighing on you, like, oh, you've just been thinking about it. Like, the 10 of Crystals is just telling me like you're definitely coming to an end of something that has weighed your mental health down. Okay. Like, it's really impacted your mental health to some degree. But it's like something's coming to an end here, which is nice, because with the 5 of Cups underneath there in reverse, this is letting me know like this is like a turning point for you, a period where you won't feel compelled to look at the things that are wrong. You're going to be like, wow, like you're going to be like, things are really going right. Things are turning around. And I feel like something is turning around here for you that you've been wanting. I feel like you've been trying to turn a ship slowly, and finally you're getting there. In the past, you have the Temperance in reverse, the 9 of Stars, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So again, I just feel like there's something you've been working on. You felt very likely impatient. Maybe things have been moving a little slower than you wanted. Maybe you've hit certain frustrations, but your patience has definitely been tested here. But without, you still manage though to keep moving forward. I see that, you have been successful. You have been, having these, if they've been successes, maybe mini successes, but things that you definitely feel good about. But at the same time, with the Queen of Cups here in reverse, I don't necessarily know if you felt like fully emotionally fulfilled in this way. For some of you, I wonder if you've been going against your intuition when it comes to certain things around this thing that you've been working so hard on. Sometimes we can just get so caught up in a little bit of the hustle that we're not paying attention to some of the signs that are coming our way. And considering the netcaster is here, I just want to say this is a time to really be open to the signs. The universe is likely speaking to you. Pay attention because you've got an opportunity coming your way. In the current energies, you have the Knight of Cups, the Hermit in reverse, the Three of Crystals in reverse. So I do see an offer it's here. It's the Knight of Cups. It's coming your way. Something that you've been really desiring, something you've wanted. And I feel like it's coming in quite eagerly. The Hermit in reverse, I'm just getting like pull your head out of your own ass here, Earth signs, in a sense of, I'm just seeing like, don't have your head in the sand. Like, this is what I'm getting from the Hermit in reverse. Like, you don't want to have your head in the sand when this offer comes by. Like, don't miss it. Because I do feel like there's something that you've been having to heal from, work on. And I don't know, this is kind of like possibly the thing that really puts this all behind you. If you felt like you've been separated from this thing, like if there's been some kind of separation between you and the thing that you want, that's definitely coming to an end here. You've just got to be on the lookout. You've got to like be ready, like head on a swivel here, Earth signs. Pay attention to the universe's signs. Pay attention to your intuition. Don't get too caught up in what's not working. Really learn to, I would say this is definitely the last 2 weeks of January is where you want to find gratitude or find the good in as much as you can so that you don't get bombarded in the energy that puts your head in the sand. In the future, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and then the Four of Stars in reverse. So look, there is something new coming in here. Like I said, there's this offer, and here's your Ace of Cups, but it's in reverse. I feel like it's there. You may not see it right at first, but I don't feel like you're necessarily going to miss it for the most part. But there's something that you are like, I think there might be a little resistance, or maybe you're caught up in something else. But I do see, though, with the Seven of Wands here in reverse and the Four of Stars in here, you're going to let go. There's something that you might be holding on to that you don't need to. It even almost feels like maybe it's a trust. Like, is this real? Can I rely on this? Is this the thing? But it feels like you're going to let your guard down. You're going to let go. And it feels like it's going to move in a really good direction. So let's see where all of this is going. Can I get, on the Ten of Crystals? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords. So you've definitely had this new idea or something, like you've been working on something new, but at the same time, you've also had to fight for it a little. With the Five of Swords here for you, you've needed to come up maybe with a strategy. And in some cases, you may have even in some cases, you may have sabotaged it a little bit. But more so, it just feels like you've been trying to fight for something. Like you've had this idea, you really understood the plan, so to speak, and you've been trying to execute it. You've been fighting for it, but it's also been a struggle at the same time. There's been an element of struggle. I think that's coming to an end here. You're going to get kind of like a cleared pathway, Earth signs. What's the Temperance? What's the Temperance card? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Tower in reverse. You've been kind of really working on something here that's tested your patience that, I really feel like you're very clear about. And why you've been working on this is to avoid a situation that really would have caused things to come tumbling down around you. And I just see that like whatever you've been working on is to kind of counter that, like so that it doesn't go that direction. Because I feel like you were anticipating like, oh, if I don't shift this or do this, like this pathway is gonna open up and it's got a tower on it and we don't want that. And so it feels like you've been navigating this, but it's also been it's challenging your patience levels, because I'm wondering if maybe it's been going slower than you expected, or it hasn't been as smooth of a ride. What's this Nine of Stars? Okay, we have the Death card. And the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, you kind of maybe have gone through a rebirth here, Earth signs, where you really let the old version of something go so that something new could be reborn. And I see like this is meant to actually shift your luck. It's meant to change things for you. Really change I don't know if it's how you're doing things, your own success, your own dependence, but I see this, whatever this was a good thing that you were doing, Earth signs. It's definitely was the right decision. It was putting you in the right direction and on the right path. But what's this Queen of Cups? What's this Queen of Cups in reverse? Okay, we have the Empress in reverse. And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So again, it's like, it's funny because the Queen of Cups in reverse, it just feels like maybe you haven't been listening to your intuition, or this could be even more of just really trusting your own creative processes, your own feminine energy, especially with the Empress there on top of it. Really kind of leaning into your own magnetic attraction of how you bring things together that are not yet together. Queen of... I also wonder too if it's been a little bit emotional for some of you, that things haven't fully come together, like maybe weighed on your own self-worth or self-security. But I want to say, Earth signs, it really feels like though that you made the right choice. It's just, I don't think things have been moving along at maybe the rate that you wanted or in the manner that you wanted or expected. But I feel like things are shifting here because you have the Knight of Cups coming up. What's this Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups in reverse with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So something that you've been really wanting that I think you may have even in some ways let go of the possibility of it. Like that's what it feels like. It feels like your confidence in like your own like your confidence, your own what you believe for yourself, your own intuition, like what you thought was possible. I think something's coming here. Like you may have thought that either for some of you, this is either about like you thought it wasn't going to happen and now it is. For others of you, it may have been like you blocked your own like heart's ability to pull things towards you, like not utilizing it enough. Maybe you were too much in your head. Because there's a lot of swords energy here, and over here. So, but something that's you've been wanting that maybe you kind of let go of the possibility or have started letting go of the possibility of it coming forward is coming forward. What is this Hermit? What is this Hermit in reverse? Okay, the Page of Wands. Yeah, you got good news coming in. Keep your head out of the sand. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is going to really shift things where you felt like maybe you weren't as successful as you wanted to be, you're going to get some change in that this last half of, I keep wanting to say July, January. Perhaps even something that you've been working on that has been slow to produce results, is now producing results. Something shifting in that. So what's this Three of Crystals in reverse? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So where it's like this, there's been some kind of long-standing journey with feeling like, when is it going to happen for me? Like, in a sense of what it is that you really, really wanted. There's something you've been working really hard towards, earth signs, that you know is on your path. You know it's part of what you want. And you're finally going to get it. It's been feeling like it's out of reach. It's been feeling like maybe you even grazed it with your fingertips. I feel like it's coming your way here, earth signs. You're going to like actually receive something something cool is really shifting for you over the last half of January. What's this Ace of Cups in reverse? Oh, we have the Eight of Swords. It's there. You just got to get out of your own head. Like, something's here. This is why you can't miss it. Get out of your head, earth signs. You don't want to miss this thing because you've got a new opportunity, this Ace of Cups. And it's really going to get you out of, like, if you feel like you've been trapped or you feel like you've been overthinking something, you won't really be feeling that as much anymore. So what is this Ace of Cups? Tell me more. Hermit, Seven of Pentacles. So the things that you've been really planting the seeds on and waiting and praying over, meditating over, the things that you know you've been wanting to harvest, those things are actually coming up for you. They're getting unstuck. They've maybe only been in your visions. They've maybe only been in your mind, but something's finally coming to fruition here for you. All I want to say is be ready to receive it. It may, like, you want to be paying attention to the signs of the universe here. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? Okay, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Strength card. So there is some choice involved in this. And so you may have been going back and forth on it. I think you're going to finally surrender. I think you're going to really know what choice to make here. You're going to know what you need to do. Because I think it causes you to face some kind of, I don't know if it's a fear. It feels more of like you're going into newer territory. Like, it brings you outside your comfort zone. And so it's like, you're like, oh, can I do this? I can do this. Four of Stars in reverse. Yeah, there you are. Queen of Pentacles. There's my earth signs, all upright. And the Nine of Cups. So yeah, like, something's finally like releasing. Like, it's almost like I'm seeing like something's been held back from you. And I don't know if it's just because it was divine timing. Okay. But like something you've been really wanting, something that would ultimately make you feel very good about yourself. It would bring in some certain level of success or security, or I don't know, just feeling very good. In some ways, it may even elevate your status in some way, earth signs, but it feels like it's finally coming in. So there's an ending of some like really long cycle here for you. I just want to say, like, something is really coming to fruition. For some of you, like, you may miss it a little bit, like you may question it. This is where you really got to pay attention and have your all your faculties like open, like all your senses opened, and really being like, okay, this is the thing. Like, it's time. This is what I've been working so hard for. It's here. Instead of questioning it, because it can sometimes be that too good to be true, that can sabotage your movement. So that's my reading for you, Earth signs. Love that. Love to be an Earth sign right now. Yay. I think you guys had a decent reading last time too. Just let me know if any of you remember correctly. I never really remember the readings once I'm done with them. It's kind of like I just go into this flow and nothing really sticks with me too much. So, okay, water signs. You guys are next. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, Monica, Kitty Herbs, William, Madeline, Jenny. Good to see you. Kayla, what was I doing in your head? All right, water signs. Let's find out what's in store for you for the last half of January. Oops. What is in store for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I was going to say Cancer, Pisces, Virgo. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's a shift in the air. This is for everyone. This isn't just like for water signs. Something big is shifting. Like it's changing everything. And all I keep seeing is the sky, like stars. I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm getting the sense that it has to do with I hate using this term, but good versus evil. I'm just hearing everything is about to change very, very rapidly. And it's soon. It's very soon. Okay. It's still cryptic, but. All right. Well, water signs. Let's get into your reading here. Okay. Let's see. What is the main theme and what is the challenge for my water signs? All right. Too many cards. Okay. We have one here. What is the challenge here for my water signs? This is one of the cards that was trying to come out. Okay. Okay, so water signs, the main theme of your reading is the horned cactus, resourcefulness. So this is about like your adaptability to different conditions around you and knowing that you've got more inside of you, even if perhaps the external environment seems a little harsh, you've got what you need inside. Let me just see if there's anything else coming from this card. Blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful. The success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with continuous flow of water. So even from that statement alone, I get for you water signs to know that you've done a lot of work in already protecting yourself in situations where maybe it feels like, again, like, ugh, like I just, like you feel like you may be hitting a dry spell. You've actually got things to pull on in those times. But remember that the desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. And what's interesting is your challenge is the vanishing mirror. Ego sublimation. It's almost like you're going through something that's helping you like eliminate a part of, maybe transform a part of your ego, a way you've perceived things. Again, when we see a mirror, it's a reflection. But there's something that's kind of getting, in a way, obliterated from through this, you needing to be more resilient. Maybe things, again, are going at a little bit of a slower pace. But do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over here, well, that might be too risky. So judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning. You are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious. It's still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. So I feel like water signs, maybe you're really exploring new territory. And sometimes, when we're in new territory, it is, again, foreign conditions, right? So sometimes we get used to making our decisions or our judgments based off of what we know. But it feels to me like you're in some foreign territory where making the same judgments may not be working for you in the same way. You're not meant to have the same conclusions or judgments because you are in foreign territory. I feel like water signs, you have allowed yourself to go outside your comfort zone. You are finding yourself dealing with new situations that you haven't necessarily allowed yourself, but you haven't found yourself in as often. And so sometimes the ego can come up and want to cast judgments like it already knows, but the ego doesn't really know because you're in newer territory. All you need to do is go within and find your inner resourcefulness to allow you to stay in that, outside of that comfort zone a little longer, so that the real knowledge, it's like with the mystic, how I have that course, the Awaken the Mystic, and it's all taking place in the desert. And this is why the mystic goes to the desert, is because, you're stripped bare. And in that moment, the insight, the flashes of truth come forward. And I feel like you're getting very close, if you haven't already reached some new truths more is to come here for you. So I hope that's making sense for you. That's what I'm getting for you, water signs. Of course, it's going to be a little more mystical doing all the water signs readings. But let's kind of take a look at your past. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups, which is perfect. And then we have the 10 of Cups. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Coming into the current energies for my water signs. Look at that. We have the Hangman. Look at all this water energy. 2 cups, the Cancer, the Chariot, Hangman is Pisces energy. Wait, sorry. Oh, I feel like something flipped here. What flipped? Did it? Maybe not. If I see it. No, maybe not. What else do we need to know? Okay, we have the 5 of Cups in the middle of your spread. Oh, and then we have the Tower. Interesting. All right, coming into the near future, we have the Justice card in reverse. We have the Strength card in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Crystals. Okay, overall energy is the Queen of Stars in reverse and Temperance, which is all about patience. Okay, water signs. Let me just take a look here. Okay, so it's funny because I'm picking up that this Tower is almost like a blow to your ego in a way. And that I want to say, water signs, what you may perceive at first may not exactly be as what you're perceiving. So again, it may be your ego trying to make a judgment that isn't exactly accurate because it's basing it off what it thinks it knows. But again, I want to say you are in newer territory right now, which means even your ego doesn't know what is around the corner. Like you're playing in a different game, so to speak. You're not playing in the old arena anymore. You're in a new arena. So with the Queen of Stars in reverse and then the Temperance card underneath that, I feel like you're trying to get grounded in something. I feel like you're trying to find the stability, the security, something. Like it just feels like you're not feeling as secure as you want to. And it's like things are moving slowly. Your patience is definitely becoming part of the equation here to move forward. But in the past, I see the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and then the Chariot in reverse. So I do see, like, in the past year, you've had to leave something behind that you've realized, yeah, no, this isn't good for me. This isn't what I want. And knowing that what you do want is requiring you to be pulled by, like, what is like the moon. But again, the moon, remember, when we are following the 8 of Cups to its highest pathway, we are being guided by our intuition. We're being guided by our deeper knowing, right? But yet we are still walking in the darkness. We still don't understand maybe fully why we're following this call, but we're following it because it feels so strong. And I do believe that this is very much about what you really want in like your life. Like you're looking at your life and you're taking maybe stock of what you have, what you don't have. And you're like, there's some things that maybe are missing. And you're like, that's what I want. Like I want those missing things to complete my happily ever after, or, whatever that might be. But with the Chariot here in reverse, it's like, it's not exactly happening according to plan. The Chariot in reverse is saying like, things might be even going a little slower, or maybe like it just feels like there's had to be a couple detours, or you've had like the road just isn't exactly what you anticipated. It doesn't mean it's the wrong road. It's just not what maybe you were expecting, or maybe your ego was expecting, I want to say. Coming into the current energies, you have the Hangman, the Five of Cups, and the Tower. So I do believe that there's going to be a perception shift happening. I do believe you're going to be getting some insights over the last half of January around maybe how you are looking at things from the perspective of like what's not working or what could not work. And maybe not giving enough weight to the things that are working. Again, when you're in newer territory that you're not familiar with, I say like the conditions you're not familiar with, right? Like how everything's operating around you, you're not necessarily fully familiar with it. Some things you are, but there's at least one element here that you're not. And so it's making your ego want to go to what hasn't worked in the past. And that's not really your pathway forward, because again, you're in a different arena. So the old rules don't apply here. You're going to get some kind of surprise coming in. Based off of what I'm seeing in your future, I'm not really sure if I don't necessarily know how, I don't want to say this is a bad surprise. I just don't think you're going to perceive it as great initially. But I do believe it is good in the end. That perhaps once your ego is maybe, I don't know, you have ego sublimation, which is, like shattering the ego, so to speak, maybe going through a little bit of an ego death, that you're going to realize, oh, actually, maybe this wasn't so bad. Because the Justice card in reverse, the Strength card in reverse, I wonder if things are going to appear like they're not fair, or like things are not going in your favor, or that things are just out of balance in general, or maybe did you make the wrong choice? I don't know. Some of that could be coming up, and you could really be maybe weighing on you and making you test your courage, your strength to keep moving forward. But in the end, I think you're going to get the clarity that you need. And there's going to be some sort of door opening here when it comes to matters of the heart, matters of love, matters of your deep wishes, your dreams, something that is tied to this 10 of Cups, that is like that missing thing, that missing element, that I'm getting a sense that it's not really in reverse in nature. It's just there's been a perception cast over it to make it almost seem like, in the mirror, how almost like a reflection, it will be in reverse, but it's like when you take out the ego's reflection, it's not. That's kind of what I'm getting. So let's see here. Tell me about the Queen of Stars. Tell me about the Queen of Stars in reverse. Yeah, so like you've got the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're really I think you've been maybe feeling a little insecure, not feeling as grounded or secure as you wanted to. And your intuition is saying like, just hold on, like don't go like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. You've been planting some good seeds here. Just wait, like buy some time. Kind of like trust what you're harvesting. Trust that your harvest is coming, is what I want to say. So what is this Eight of Cups? Okay, we have the Two of Wands. So there was definitely this thing that you're like, all right, Time to move in a new direction. I think it like definitely tested your courage with the Strength card in reverse, but you're like, yeah, you're kind of looking at what you want, you're looking at like the path ahead, and like you kind of hit this fork in the road. But I think you followed your heart. You followed your heart here, even though deep down you weren't so sure. You were like, I don't know, I'm going, but I'm really not sure. But you're still moving forward. There's something that tested your confidence or your willpower in some way, but you overcame it. You still went with it. What's this 10 of Cups? What's this 10 of Cups? The 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's just, you're like, I don't want to, be so burdened. Everything's so heavy. Like you maybe had to work a lot, maybe even on your own, carrying a burden on your own. And it's like part of your 10 of Cups is like, I don't want to carry this on my own. Yeah, like maybe part of your 10 of Cups is including others in your life, a team, a partner, a family, whatever this relates to. It's like, it feels like whatever, there's been a big burden on you when it comes to your own success, possibly like you and your money matters, again, even your own security and stability. And I think in the end, what would make you happy is like that burden completely being lifted and knowing that you're maybe not doing it all alone, or that like you have support. And whatever way that support shows up, it could be a team. Like I said, it could be multiple people, not just one. What's this Chariot in reverse? What's this Chariot in reverse? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. So you've definitely been following your heart in matters, for some of you, just even your intuition. We have the Four of Wands here in reverse. I feel like some of you, this has to do with relationships. Maybe someone or just, again, it doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, I think it is. But like really when it comes to like your person, like making contracts for life, contracts that go deep into your life, of like what it is that you want. And again, like the road has definitely not been straight. It has not been clear, but you've managed to move forward. And I think like there's just been some obstacles here of or challenges along the way. But I feel like they're making you stronger, and I feel like it's part of this vanishing mirror energy of like going through some kind of ego death. Again, it's this idea of I know, and it's like, do you really know this time? Again, I keep wanting to say you're in a new arena. You're playing in a new arena. This isn't the same game. What's the Hangman? Okay, we have the Five of Swords and the Empress card. So again, you're going to get some insights here, water signs, about possibly your own self-sabotage when it comes to what you truly want, what you truly try to birth into this world, what fills you up. You're going to maybe get some insights. Again, it's like, it feels like it's some kind of ego realization, an aha to some degree. For others of you too, though, it's also going to be like really contemplating, reflecting on what it is that you're fighting for, what it is that you're willing to stand on business for when it comes to your own abundant nature, because this Empress feels very tied to your 10 of Cups. So this Empress could be a person, or just could be the energy of what your 10 of Cups is. This is like a big, like this is really, you're looking at something that ultimately is very, very tied to your big happiness. Like the picture of like you being happy in your life is very much tied to this. What's this Five of Cups? Okay, so we have the Three of Swords, the Hierophant, the High Priest, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So again, it's this idea of there's been pain that you've had to deal with in the past. Okay, there has been pain, and you tend to focus on like things that maybe cause you heartache or cause you just stress, okay, of emotional stress. But with the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles here, there's also some sense of deeper spiritual guidance coming through that you are, and it's like, you're on a higher path. You've made certain commitments where you've said no to certain things like you have in the past, like, I don't want that in my life anymore and I'm ready for this. And so there's something here of this Five of Cups that you're really having to let go, letting go of the past, letting go of like what the ego is telling you, like, no, this is what happens when this happens, or this shows up, or this person does this, or whatever. And it's like saying no to that. You're really kind of having to walk a higher path. You're having to take a higher path with the Hierophant here of like your ego's going to want to pull you into the negative. And you're like, no, I'm taking the high road. I'm not going to get sucked into like the drama that my ego wants me to play around in. What's this Tower? What's this Tower? Okay, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. And we have the Tower in reverse with the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. I'm hearing the plan needs to go out the window, and I'm talking about the old plan. There's parts of your plan that were formulated in higher consciousness, and there were other parts of your plan that were formed by the ego. And some of those parts need to be truly obliterated. And this is why I feel like this Tower is like of the ego. Again, the fact that the Tower in reverse came out with the King of Swords in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse is very much a know-it-all. Okay, it's this energy of like, no, it's this way. I know it, like very steadfast, but not in a good way, like stern and immovable in like your ideas and concepts. And it's like that can't be part of the picture anymore. You need to let go of like the things of the past with the Six of Cups here that didn't work out, because truly you are in a place with the Six of Pentacles coming in, that you are in this place where you are receiving something is coming towards you. You are being offered something here, but sometimes, it's almost like looking a gift horse in the mouth and saying no thanks. So it's like reading the energies more correctly, but not from the ego's perspective. What's this? And so I wonder if something's going to happen. See, here's the Justice card in reverse. Well, we have the Death card in reverse as well, just flying out on top of it. Okay. What else do we need to know about the Justice in reverse? The Hermit. It's whatever you think as maybe like come to an end, or, like is not fair. Like again, it's something about like not being able to let go of the past. And this requires some inner work. With the Hermit coming in, it's really important for you to go in and really pull on your inner resources here, water signs. There's something that you're not seeing perhaps as fully as you could be, or as in the full light. Something is like some of the things you are, but some of the things that the ego is still trying to pull at you. And so I feel like you're kind of going through a little bit of an ego death here, water signs, so that you actually see things in the newer light. What's the Strength card in reverse? And that you don't. Yeah. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles and the, sorry, my hip just wanted to crack, and the Moon in reverse. So even though like your strength is being tested, what's really here is being revealed is something really solid, dependable, something you can count on. This is mature energy. This is reliable energy. This is not an energy that would lie to you. This is an energy that's very honest, very truthful. And it's very secure. So like where you have maybe not been feeling so secure, the Strength card in reverse often is like you're feeling like you don't have what you need, but you do. You have it. It's there. What you're looking for is there. What's this Ace of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Swords? Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I just want to say, you're going to have to really, with this Queen of Swords coming, like I see maybe a conversation happening, or at very minimum, this is like you having some realization, okay, of like really look, again, it's this hard reality check of like, what doesn't serve me is this in and out energy of this like wavering, going back and forth. And that's the energy that kind of needs to go here, because again, that energy is very egoic, where it's like, I need 100% security in order to fully like trust and go with the plan, or go into this new territory that I don't like. Where's my hardcore map, and where's all the spots that are supposed to, like all the trail signs and everything that's supposed to show me the way? And it's like, no, you don't have that here. You are in a higher plan, which means there's a lot more trust involved because you're in a newer arena. The map is your intuition. The map is your heart. The map is like more of like the higher self guiding you. Tell me more about this. Yeah, so we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician. So you have this security, newfound security, and new, maybe even like new doorways opening up when it comes to your deepest desires that are, again, tied to your Ten of Cups. And I see you manifesting it. Once you really let go of, this pattern, old habit of like this, never trusting, always in and out, like never, like, I don't know, never able to fully allow yourself to root in it and stay there, and like not like being wishy-washy. So I see like things are really kind of working out here for you, but in the process, you're having to go through some ego death, and that's part of the journey. I mean, I think all of us go through that when we're finally leveling up from a place of where we've always known things to be. Remember, when you change, your reality must change as well. And I think that sometimes it's almost like, I can't believe that it's changed because history has repeated itself so much. Like, so is it going to repeat itself again? But you've got to also have trust in the person that you are today, and knowing that it's so different from the person maybe 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, however long. And that maybe the same patterns aren't going to be showing up anymore because you've done enough work. But the ego doesn't trust your own work. And so needing to really let go. And this is going to be a time where you're going to have to like really go within and trust your own inner resourcefulness, and know that in the times where it may feel dry, and that you're not getting enough, maybe from the universe or whatever, from your life around you, from the environment around you, the people around you, that you've got enough within you to sustain you, to move you forward, to start getting really acquainted with this new, this new environment, this new reality, this new arena of life that you're in. That is very much about you getting the missing elements to your happily ever after. So, water signs, that's my reading for you. I don't know if that made sense or was helpful, but yeah, little ego death for my water signs. So there we have it. All right. Wow. I managed to get that done in 2 hours. Not bad. I'm very impressed with myself. So all that being said, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I've got a special podcast for you next week with a guest who I know you're all going to be excited to hear from. So, make sure you tune into that. And, let's see, what else is there to say? I guess we're going into a long weekend here in the States. Martin Luther King Day. We also have the inauguration happening, so we'll see what goes down. But just everyone be safe. I think in general, It's good to avoid crowds when you can at this time. I just don't like the energy around crowds with Mars retrograde right now. So if you can avoid them, avoid them. I mean, if you can't, like, you got to just be as safe as you can. And yeah, so that's all I have to say for now. Love you guys. Hey, Julie, good to see you. So guys, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay warm for those of you. I know we're going into a big polar plunge this weekend, so stay warm, and I'll see you guys soon.